Do you love white people?
I don't. I love everybody. I try to love everybody until they cross me, but apparently I can't have anger.
Do you love white people?
I love white people. I love black people. I love Asian people. I love everybody.
Do you love white people?
Do I love white people more than anyone else? No, but I like white people, sure.
Do you love white people?
I asked you 4 times. I said I love white. Oh God, you're trying to get a clip out of here.
No, I'm
trying to say, clip that. He loved white people. I'm not falling for that. No, I love everybody.
No, I'm not trying to do that.
Do I love them? Like, do I sit down and go, oh, Whitey? Oh, hello, Whitey. What's going on at the library today? No, I don't like overly love white people, but I don't like I like them just like, I judge people as people. We talked about this.
But I just asked you a simple question. Do you love white people?
I don't, no, not any more than anyone else.
Do you?
But go ahead.
What do you think about the attack upon white people, especially white Christian men? They're the most hated species on this side of heaven, and they're blamed for everything, including the climate. What do you think about? What do you think about white people being under attack in such a manner?
Well, this is a deep answer, so can I take a minute?
Yes.
All right. So do you believe in predictive programming?
No, I don't know what that is either.
It's where they put stuff in the media to get you used to it.
Oh yeah.
So
that happens.
There was a great movie made years ago with John Travolta called White Man's Burden. You should watch it. It's
Oh, okay.
Pretty fascinating movie.
Plus, he was a good actor too.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
So do I think that here's what I'll speak on my dumbness, because I'm dumb, all right? I'm stressed this.
So you're white and dumb, and I'm black and dumb.
What? Together. Here we are. We're friends.
We're brothers.
It's brothers. So, yeah, see, we're bridging the gap. Is that, was I raised that white people came in and basically raped and pillaged the country to take over? Yes, that's what I was raised. Do I think that they have gotten a lot of privileges because of that? Yes. Was I born into a situation fortunate? Yes, I was. Do I think there's overkill now and like whites are the devil? I mean, I don't think we're that terrible. Like, but I do agree there has to be some fixing, and hopefully we're in the process of that.
What can you fix? You're not responsible for. You're not your brother's keeper. So what is there to fix?
I guess it's like, certain, like obviously job opportunities and
What's wrong with the
college
blacks? They
admissions.
can't create their own jobs.
But they do. But black people create a lot of jobs.
But what do you mean by job opportunities?
Well, I mean, if there was, I guess back in the day, if there was a lawyer, there would be 8 lawyers going for one position. Maybe one lawyer was black, or in the coaching, for the interviews, it used to be one black coach out of 9. There's that type of stuff where it was like, let's just look at all of the candidates.
But when I was growing up on a plantation in Alabama, right?
Is that true?
Yeah.
100%?
100%.
Wow, okay.
My parents worked with my grandparents, their parents, their parents.
Okay.
Down in Sweet Home, Alabama.
Okay.
It was called Coma Hill.
Okay.
We were taught that if a person, no matter what color,
You can't go on weddings.
if they didn't want you at their home or their business, they had a right not to wish them well and start your own thing. You can do your own thing. There's no one that can do something that you can't do if you want to do it.
But
And so I grew up with
not
that
if you're
mentality.
being pushed, not if you're not given, not if you walk, if you can't even use the bathroom.
You can use outdoors.
And I mean, that's
There's still a way
that's
out.
not fair.
It's not fair to use outdoors.
It's not fair if someone gets to use the toilet and the other person doesn't.
Why not?
Because why did they get to use the porcelain?
But who was not able to use a toilet?
Blacks.
They weren't able to use the toilet,
I mean, there was different bathrooms.
but they still had a toilet.
I don't know. I wasn't there. See cops.
They hear you talking.
You know what it is.
But what do you
Come
mean
on,
that-
in Alabama, you were not getting the same rights as whites.
What rights I didn't get?
You tell me you lived it.
I got everything I wanted.
Okay, so could you go sit at a counter
Anytime I wanted to sit at a counter, I sat at a counter.
with white?
If white was there, I did. If they were not, I didn't.
Or was this after?
No, this was way before the civil rights movement.
Was this after segregation or desegregation?
It was before segregation happened.
So you're telling me, no, there was segregation, right?
Right.
White here, black there.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
So you could go to a counter where it said white only and sit there.
I never went to one. Not because I didn't want to. I went to the black ones. That's where I wanted to be.
Okay.
I never thought about going to one or not. But whenever I did go to one, I had no problem.
I understand what you're saying, and you went to where you felt comfortable.
Like people do today.
But people might say, why am I not allowed there? And that's how we progress as a society, saying, hey, maybe this isn't such a good idea.
So if it's private business, private toilet, and people say, well, why am I not allowed there? It's because I don't want you there. I own this. I have a right not to have you there if you don't want to be there.
Let me go back to your thing. That's, you say not racism, but that's hateism.
Right. Well, not necessary. Because if I have a business, right, and I only want certain people in my business, don't I have a right to do that?
If it's a private business, I don't know the rules. I'm sure that you can refuse service to anybody,
Right,
but it has to be based on some. That has to be normal human rights.
But can I do
You
that
agree with
without
that?
being? Can I do that without being hateful?
You can, but you have to have a good reason. It can't be
By
color
good reason,
or
I built
gender.
this business and I can do what I want.
Yeah, but that'll be a pushback now.
And
Well,
I'll just push back.
You're gonna push back to the pushback.
Right.
But I mean, if you don't let somebody in because you don't like their race, that's racist.
I have a right to do that.
Hate it.
And that's not racism. This is America.
I know.
Look at what's happening to you guys, you white people, right?
Yeah.
In Hollywood.
The whites.
What?
I like you said the blacks, you gotta say the whites.
Look at what's happening in Hollywood. You could barely get a job now. They're letting the blacks in, and the blacks are not even earning it. They're getting it simply because they're black, where it would be difficult for a white man like you, talented, have earned your way, you've even acted black. They're going to put you on the back burner, and you're more qualified. Is that right?
Well, stop it. Like, you can't.
Is that right?
Well, black people haven't had the story. Let me answer
Is that right?
I can't answer that quick. I got to give context to it.
All right.
I see what you're doing.
No, what am I doing?
Well, because there has been a lot of opportunities that black people didn't get, so now they're getting more and more chances.
So what's wrong with the blacks? They need the white man to give them opportunity. Why can't the white man create his own opportunity? Why can't the black man do the same thing?
Because they weren't given the same resources, but they are now. Jordan Peele's doing his own studio. Tyler Perry doing his own studio. Oprah. I mean,
but why do they have to whine and blame the white man? Why not just do your own thing?
I think it's happening.
No, but they're taking it away from you.
Well,
they didn't earn it. They're giving it because they're black.
You don't think any black actors have earned it?
No.
Not one.
Not one. They're affirmative action.
Come on.
How would I know since affirmative action is in place, right? And I know that the only way they got into the white man world, they call them racist. And the white man's, why are white people so afraid of that one word, racism?
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Because then you get expelled from society.
But why would you let somebody else expel you? That doesn't make sense.
I agree with you. It's navigating the corporate nipple. Meaning, like, if you have a job and you're off the big corporate nipple, you'll get thrown off of it because the people are so weird now.
But a man like you...
But you had to be able to talk
But
freely.
a man like you would just go out and start his own thing.
I would.
You would build your own laughing club.
I would.
You would. So why can't the average person do that?
Some people don't have those mind to do that. Some people, you know, but I don't think that's a race thing or a gender thing. Some people just complain. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But it is a race thing because if you notice, black people believe, not all the blacks, but most, not all, but most, they believe that white people are superior to them, to the point they call white people white supremacy. They really believe that white people are superior. Did you know that?
No. Well,
How does it feel to be superior to the blacks?
I don't feel that way.
But they feel that way about you.
Isn't that more like he's a white supremacist, meaning you're being a dominant white person and you want to dominate my views and not allow me to shine. Isn't that what white supremacy is?
Right, they feel that. In their mind, they feel that you're being a white dominant person and you're smarter and wiser and you can do it better than them. In their mind, it's not in your mind. You don't think that. You're just going about your day, doing your life. But in their mind, they think that, and then they pass it off to you to make you think that that's who you are, and it's not true.
How does
Ain't
that?
that deep?
That's deep, but I don't know if I totally agree with it. But how does that opinion go over?
What do you mean?
That opinion, like there are people that keep people of color down. Don't you agree with that? There have been white
Yeah, you're
people that
right.
have been.
You're absolutely
What
right.
do you call the Proud Boys? Aren't they?
You're absolutely right. There are blacks that are keeping the blacks down. I totally agree. Because they're jealous. They don't want you. If you're not part of the black club, you try to get out of there, they coming after you.
I mean, there goes. I was up for a couple of Disney Plus cartoons. That's gone.